We're here. It's 8 o'clock, and as promised, we are here with a new weekly episode. Today we have Shon Amari. Last week we had BD Cruz. I mean, this is an exciting show. If you have any questions, if you want to talk, we're live. I know that Shon Amari will answer any questions, but he is here, so I'm gonna welcome him in. Once again. This is Shon Amari.
Hey,
How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to Kicking It Live BCW with BCW. A round of applause to our good friend Shon Amari. Thank you for coming. This is an honor to have you here. It is great to see you again. I know it's been a little while. I mean, a little bit of about how I know you, how we're doing this. I know that I last saw you on April 9th, Donna Novera, where you went one on one with Jordan and another contender. And but before that, I known you from another association. Back then, we didn't really get to talk. The only thing I did was take a couple of pictures. That's all I did. So we didn't really get to talk, and I didn't really get to know you as much as I got to know you on the 9th. It was an honor to have you there. It was an honor for you. It was an honor for us. We greatly appreciate you being there and taking your role as a leader in the back as well, especially carrying others. I mean, especially dealing with the wrestlers that we had, being a new show and everything else. We appreciate you, and it was an honor, and we're looking forward. We're looking forward to the rest of the BCW and all the upcoming dates. Thank you again. And this is Shon Amari, my brothers, and take it away. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for actually having me on the show, and just as you said, it's an honor for me to be on the show, and work with me. It's definitely an honor for me to work with you guys as well. I love BCW. Very, very good environment. Um, Nice wrestlers. The whole production crew, everything about it. It's just very positive vibes. I really appreciate it. So, and thank you, man. Thank you very much.
By the way, we're platforming it today. We're live on not only YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. We're all over social
Oh,
media. So
we all over.
we're all over.
All
So
right.
just in case we have any people online, they might want to ask any questions. Feel free to answer them, and I'll let you know beforehand that we have a comment or somebody wants to talk. But meanwhile, we're kicking it back. We're just kicking it live. Real talk. So I mean, I know like I stated, you were there on our first show, Donovan Noera. How was it? I know I explained it a little bit of the feeling of the vibe of it, but how did you feel being at a brand new show, at a brand new promotion, debuting? How did it feel?
Man, I was nervous. I was really nervous. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I've never wrestled like twice, and one day. Well, I wrestled twice, but not twice in the same show in one day. So it was a new experience to like go out there, prepare myself, to wrestle one match. Hoping to win, and then go out there and then mentally prepare myself for the very next match. Not really having time. So it was really good. I like that feeling. Everybody there was cool. Got to talk to everyone. I had I had my helpers during my entrance.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
The kids, yeah. Um, they were really cool, but the audience itself, like I don't know, they was really behind me, and that's what motivated me to like just go to the top. You know.
The kids absolutely loved it being there with you, and they saw they one of the little kids was actually it's actually you didn't probably don't know this, but one of the little kids I was there, he's my nephew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the
Which
little
one?
the little shirt. They call him Cito. He was the one I was chasing around Tacoma with the title and everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
that little one was only 13 years old. And he was all over the place, and he still talks to you still to this day. He says, "I can't wait to see Shon Amari. I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see him." So he looks up to you, my brother, and we gladly appreciate you taking him in, and he loves wrestling, and it was awesome seeing the reaction and how you were treating him. You didn't know that, but yeah, he's my nephew.
Okay. Well, you got some pretty cool nephews, man. Telling you, it was
And
very
my son
helpful.
was.
Yeah, they're very helpful. They made sure I had what I, like if I needed something to drink, they got me something to drink. They wanted to help me out during my entrance. They took care of my, I had my shirt. They took care of my gear for me. They made sure they put it right there, and like, where my bags and stuff is at. It was really cool.
Yeah, that's what makes the difference. We want to start teaching little ones, these little ones, to enjoy their passion, And he's one of them. He's always talking about wrestling. That little man is always talking about wrestling. He drives me crazy, but it's an industry. It's an industry. He loves the industry, and he's always talking about it. And he's always talking. Actually, he's always talking about you and BD Cruz and your match against Jordan, the sleeper hold. He was talking about all that, and he says he can't
Oh,
wait to see you again. But I mean, yeah, I mean that's we love taking we love doing that because we want to teach others or teach ones that have this passion, to be behind the scenes, especially at an early age. In that sense, it's what who we are. It's what I mean. It's so I it's an honor for me and it's an honor for BCW to
yeah,
be able to do that. Make a difference make a difference in these little ones and these kids and these youth. I mean, they're not little. He's little, but he's 13. So,
yeah.
and just like
Um,
Leah, and just like the rest. Actually, my son, he was there as well. He was a class. He was a clown. You probably know who he is. Joe. He was one of the security. We had Team Jose.
yeah.
Both of them are Jose's, so that's why we call them Team Jose's.
Team Jose.
Yeah. But he was there too. I mean, it was great having you. And but no, I mean, what's new for you? What's new for you?
Uh, as in like what, wrestling wise, as in life.
Yeah, wrestling as in general. I mean, we remember kicking it live. We're just kicking it back.
Kicking it live. All right. So, what's new with me? As far as wrestling, I would say nothing right now. Even though wrestling is my passion, but there's like a lot of things going on in the world right now with like COVID, monkeypox, all that other stuff. Um, I take it easy from wrestling. I'm not really actively looking for bookings right now. Right now, I'm just focusing on school and my job right now. Right now, that's what's paying the bill. So that's mainly what I'm focused on. However, I do work with two companies. One, my main company is BCW, and the other one is IWW. Yeah,
Of
number
course, of
one right
course,
there.
of course.
Um, yeah, BCW is my number one. And I'm not just saying that because I'm kicking it loud with BCW right now. It's just the truth. It's my number one.
We
My
appreciate it.
second one is IWW. IWW, very cool promotion. Amani Labels run that. He's a very cool guy. But they use me whenever they would need me. So it's not really a consistent booking, but BCW is my number one. Book me consistently, faithfully, and everything like that. So I'm a loyal guy.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that. But I know in these times, like you stated with COVID and everything else, it's kind of hard to maintain the passion going. How do you maintain other than these bookings? How do you maintain yours? Like, hey, this is what I want to do. Other than life, I don't know. We all have full-time jobs. We have families. We have school. Because even myself, I have my family. I have schooling. I have my job. So I know it could be a little. It's difficult to maintain it. So How do you maintain it?
So I try to keep it very simple. As much as I can, when I try to go to the gym at least 3 times a week and do
Mhm.
a full body workout each day that I'm there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm human, so working and going to school it gets me tired. So, sometimes I slack and I might skip a week, I might skip 2 weeks, but then I just find myself getting back into it. As far as like keeping my stamina up and keeping my stuff aware inside the ring, I try to commit at least once a week to training
Okay, okay.
inside the ring, and practicing my roles, my moves and everything. Um, you know, Making sure that I have partners to go with me so we can work together on things. Yeah,
So it's important for you than fundamentals.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
I
Time and everything.
I believe that too because it's you can never perfect your you can never perfect yourself unless you practice and train and even those in the big times still train and and I'm it's great to hear that you still take your time and at least once a week to train and this is important because even though it's we all know wrestling it's all theatrical it's all but let's keep it kayfabe, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It's still hard. They still need training, and we're in there not to get nobody hurt. And it's good to hear. It's good to know that you still maintain yourself training, and so that you make it look good and not hurt anybody. Try to be as safe inside the ring as possible, and I think that's great because we
yeah.
know a lot of wrestlers.
It protects you. You protect yourself. You protect your opponent. You know, everyone that's around you. You know, look, I don't care how many times I've been in the ring, how many bumps I had, or how many matches I won or lost, or how many matches I've been in general. Um, every time I get in the ring, whether it's practicing the basics, whether it's practicing like a match or anything like that, like I've always learned something new.
And that's great, man. So tell me about the matches you had in BCW Donovan Noera. The first match, there was a couple. It was a tough one for you. I saw and
Man, Ethan Chase, that was my first match. That man is tough. I don't know. I guess it was my promo that pissed him off, but he had he had a bone to pick with me, man. I'm telling you. Those chops that he gave me lit me up. I kid you
there
not.
was
I had webs, bleeding webs on my chest for like a month. I literally saw this guy's handprint on my chest for an entire month before it healed
wow.
up properly.
You could hear them. You could hear those chops even in the videos. I mean, you could hear the sounds echo in the hall when you heard those chops, and even in some of the video stuff that edited the guys that were the videographing the videotaping it.
Yeah.
One of them you could hear in one of them when he said "damn." Really, you could hear it in the video.
Oh man, that's what went through my mind when I got chopped. I was like, yo, I felt like I got hit by a freight train. I was like, what the hell is this? I
I
don't know.
was
Like
I
my
was
first
always I
reaction.
was at the
Go ahead.
no, I was all the way in the back. I was all the way at the DJ stuff, and I was like, and I heard it too. I was like, I was just thinking in my head, as like, God, this had to hurt, and I feel bad for Sean. I feel bad for you.
Man, look, I when I got chopped, I kid you not, it hurt like hell, and I literally, I think I tried to walk away from him, but he was just like, "No, you're gonna take another one," and then hit me again. I was like, "Oh my gosh," like it was so painful, and I just had to like snap out of that pain and just say, you know what, I gotta eat this. So I know he tried to chop me again, but like I grabbed him, I turned the table on him, and then I started giving him my chops. I don't know, but my chops was probably wasn't as hard as his, but that man just he destroyed me with those chops.
But that was a nasty DDT you did on the ground outside of the ring, though.
Yeah. Oh man. That was my little did I know that was my winning move. Now we definitely took each other to the limit. Ethan Chase is a phenomenal talent. Um, sorry, my dog is
It's okay.
yeah. Yeah, Ethan Chase is a phenomenal talent. Great guy to work with. I have a very high level of respect for him. I would definitely love to work with him again. So, but yeah, that DDT, it was just like I don't know. He had me. He was ramming me into the ring post, and I was just like, "Yo, how do I get out of this? Like, this guy is strong." I was like, "How do I get out of this?" And the quick thing that came to my head was like, DDT, and that's when I saw that he was down. I saw the ref was counting. Like at that point in time, it was just like I had to do anything to win. Like
Hmm.
originally, like I really wanted to pin him. You know, I really wanted to pin him, but I saw that he was out. I saw opportunity, and I took it. And that's what it's about. Like a lot of people want to go for the pin. I'm more of a like, look, it's a strategist. If I could win by count out, I'm gonna take it. If I could win by submission, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna win by any means necessary, basically. You
The
know,
grand opportunist, huh? You're the opportunist.
the opportunist. Yes.
But I know, I mean, it was a great match, though. I mean, it was a really great match, and those overheads too of your matches. If you look at the video, there was some shots with the drone that we had there. There was some great shots there too, and it was a great match. And yeah, he almost made it though. I don't know what he'd done. He would have made it into that ring before that 10 count. He almost did though.
You know what? If he would have made it in, you know, I would have came up with a different strategy. But either way, my
Right.
mind stayed going out there. My goal was just to win. You know, that was it.
Yeah.
You know, for the first match, second match, everything. I'm just gonna win. All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
Yeah, your second match was against Jay Royce.
Yes, Jay Royce.
Jay Royce. He's
Yeah.
he was on here last week with me and BD Cruz, and
Yeah, I did.
he mentioned something about what you did. Was that
Sorry about that.
it's
That's my
okay.
video game.
So
My
your
my
game is
dog.
too.
Yes, I am. I'm definitely a gamer.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
sorry
good.
about
We'll
that.
talk about. No, it's not a problem.
Just
He
one
said when
second
he.
because she's being annoying. Everybody say what's
It's
up to my little dog right here.
okay.
It's a
There
girl.
she
She's
is.
a pit bull. Her name is Shadow. She definitely
Oh
wants
yeah,
attention right now, but you know, I'm here. I'm hanging out
pits
with you
are
guys.
pits are like that because I have one too, and he's like that too.
Yeah,
Mine is Simba. That's the name of my dog.
Simba. Oh,
Yeah,
I love it.
he's a he's a king pit, so he's big for his. He's only about a year and a couple months, and he's about 80 pounds already.
Oh man. All
Yeah,
right, big
he's a
boy.
big one. He's a big
Yeah.
boy. But no, last week Jordan was here, and he ended up talking about the sleeper hold you put on him. He was talking about some of the stuff that went on in the match. And he spoke about that sleeper hold, how you like really dug it into him.
Yeah. I look as I said. I'm just here to win. I didn't see him tap, so I was just like, look, I gotta choke him out. Like, um, I didn't know like as I said, my mindset was just to win. I didn't know if it was like vicious, vicious, but you know, as I said, I didn't want to hurt him. He didn't tap. I had to apply the pressure, and then next thing you know, the ref is telling me that he's out, so I gotta let him go. I was just like, okay. But at the end of the day, my hand was raised.
Yeah, of course.
Um,
He spoke about it. He spoke about it last week with BD Cruz, and I mean, he
the
dug it too, but he learned some. He learned a couple of things with that match of yours, so it was a good thing.
okay. I hope to face him again
He probably
uh,
will down the road.
down the road. Yeah,
We
I'll
got a
probably
couple more
choke,
things.
I'll probably choke him out again.
Hey, I don't know. That's between y'all, man.
Nah, he's a. I'm not taking nothing away from him. He's a good kid. Very. He's also a tough competitor. His heart is in it. And um, I have. April 9th was my first time having an opportunity to face Jordan. But I have worked with Jordan before. Well,
Mhm.
in a different, like in a mentor way. I worked with him before at a different company. That company shall not be named. But yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, well, it was that association that we met, that company that we met. He did too, and he's been doing it. And I'm glad that has that in you as a mentor type of thing, and because all new wrestlers that are coming into the industry now need some type of mentor in the industry.
Yeah.
And it's great to have y'all guys. I mean, like you, Shon Amari, BD Cruz, even Bull Dread, as veterans of the ring and ring generals that are able to take these guys under the wings. Because even we have Nico. He was hurt that day, so he wasn't able to wrestle.
Uh
But
huh.
he's there too, and we have these up and newcomers, especially within BCW. And I'm glad that you were able to talk to them behind the scenes, and it's like, hey, talk about your creative minds and how is that you process the matches in your head? Do you start from the back? How do you start from the end? From the
Like how do I plan it out?
how do you plan out the matches in your head? Talking to your opponent. How do you plan it out?
Yeah. So I don't know, I'm more old school. I've always learned to like plan things out, like have a beginning, have a middle, have an end, and then you can add in between. So that's my format. It's just the beginning, I have in my mind what I'm doing in the beginning. I have in my mind, you know, what my middle plan is. If I'm down and out, how I'm gonna make my comeback. Um, and then my mindset at all time is just like how I'm gonna end it. You know, what's one of my best moves to set up for my finish. You know,
So
so
you like storytelling in the ring, huh?
oh yeah, of course, definitely.
I think.
Especially with who I'm facing. It's definitely storytelling. So with Ethan, the story is that like one is the obvious story. We're both trying to achieve a goal. We're trying to achieve a victory because this is a tournament, and at the end of this tournament, there's the prize, which is the BCW World Title.
Mhm.
And both of us want to be that, but at the same time, this is me and his first time facing. you know. So what's the story right there? Is us filling each other out, us trying to one up each other, and taking it from there. Who's going to get the upper hand? Who's going to get the advantage and everything?
How did it feel? How did it feel being in the back with all the other wrestlers? And I know we're supposed to be keeping a kayfabe, and I understand that, but we all know that everybody's in the back,
We're
even the
talking.
grand. Yeah,
Yeah,
we know everybody, even
let's
in
be
the
real.
grand, like in the exactly in
Yeah,
the
let's be real. It's
WWE, AEW, you all know they're in the back talking it out. Come on,
yeah, we're
you know what
all
I mean?
talking it out. Look, wrestling is entertainment. The type of sport that we do is entertainment. Theatrical, just as you said earlier. We're there to put on a good show. You know, so yeah, being in the back with the guys, yeah, we were all talking. We were all talking. Um, I got to meet some new people. Who also, while I was talking to Chase about the match, they all came and put in a input. They gave advice, and me and Ethan both followed it.
Mhm.
The advice that they gave us, we feel like it made the match better. And just the way that me and him worked with each other, like especially for not working with each other before, like I feel like me and Ethan had great chemistry with each other in the ring. We communicated with each other, we listened. He listened to me, I listened to him. Those chops though was deadly though. I'm sorry, that's the one thing that's definitely on my mind.
But no, that's what I call like the ring general. Being in the ring, you,
Yeah,
um, like taking care of your craft, basic type of thing, and being in the industry for quite a few years, and so it shows. And like I said, the newcomers, our new wrestlers, were definitely looking up to you guys in the back, and Jay Royce and Nico and my son Jose, all these, even the little ones, even Cito, my nephew, and BD's manager, or the one to walk out as well, Leah. They all
yeah.
look up to you guys, and it was great to have you like talking to them and trying to like pull them in a sense. And I saw that camaraderie between all of y'all, and that's what BCW is all about, really. That vibe in the back and that positivity in the back. And of course, like every other show, there was hiccups here and there, but I mean, nobody knew there were hiccups. That's the most important part.
That is the most important part, and it's just like that camaraderie that you was just talking about. Like, just know that all of that stuff is not possible without, the management. So it's not just the wrestlers that make that environment or make that vibe in the back or behind the scenes or anything like that. It's you guys, so you guys definitely, I deserve all that credit too as well, you know
We appreciate it.
because
Appreciate it.
at the end of the day, if none of us felt comfortable, that vibe definitely wouldn't have been there.
That
You
is
guys,
true. We
Look, let's be real. You guys took care of us. You know, you made sure we was good. Y'all even brought us food. You know,
Of
look,
course.
I'm not gonna lie. No promotion I've been with like that has brought us food. You know.
That was actually that was my wife. She was there too, and she like these guys have to be hungry. Let us do something. And tell me why these people went around like the entire town. Ended up going into a different town because she was really worried about you guys. She's like, we have to give them something to eat, and it's who we are in a sense. It's already going to be planned anyway. So she just took it ahead of herself, and she was on the brought all the food for you guys. But I'm glad, it's not gonna be the first time either. It's gonna be something that we're gonna continue doing for all our shows because I think it's important. Um, Not just for that vibe, but for you got to maintain yourselves full of energy, even though you might fall asleep here and there. But hey, at least you know that you're not gonna be hungry like some other shows.
Yeah. Uh, can I just ask you a question? Just
Yeah, go ahead.
sorry. I look. I know we're talking about wrestling. I know we're kicking it live, but as I said, I'm into video games, and I like since being on live with you, I just keep noticing your the arcade version game in the back. Is that Mortal Kombat?
It definitely is. Definitely is. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna bring in another camera and I'll face it back there. Hold on for a second. All right.
All right.
I'm just getting another camera real quick.
Oh yeah, here.
All right. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, okay.
All right. Let me. You're talking about that back there?
Yes, the arcade version of Mortal Kombat 2. Oh man, that is beautiful.
But
That is
wait, look,
beautiful.
look, 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 look.
Oh, is that Street Fighter?
Of
What you
course.
got the classic games right there.
that
Oh man.
Yeah, no, my brother. That's actually sorry. That's MK2, but it has MK3, one and three Ultimate in there, and then the Street Fighter. It has all the Street Fighter twos, like Turbo. All of them are in there. So
Oh man, that's
they're
beautiful.
multi-cades. I have another one here too. I just can't show you because we're building it. It's a multi-cade. It has all the original like SNES games, all the Genesis games, all the PS1 games, all the Nintendo games.
Oh
So isn't
man.
it? It's yeah. I'm not much as of a gamer I was before, but I definitely am. Hold on for a second. I'm not much as a gamer anymore, but I will definitely am a gamer, and that's retro is really it's really it for me right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have
Oh man, that's beautiful.
I have the Xbox there. I have games here. This is the offices of BCW and the podcast studio. So once in a while, I have to bust out playing the games back there, and let's see.
Oh, game night over there.
Of course, definitely.
Yeah, man. Nah, that's the best right there. Sorry to go off topic though.
No, no, no. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. Nah, I just took out the other camera, but
All
no,
right.
definitely, and I have arcades like multi sticks, have all that kind of stuff in here too. So hey, one of these days when I get to come in here, we'll be able to stream live, I guess, playing some old retro games or whatever you want to play, man.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you one thing. Um, me and Cruz will definitely be going at it in Mortal Kombat and Street
Hey,
Fighter.
When the new one comes in here, you'll be playing some Mario 3 on the arcade. So I don't know.
Yes,
It's a Mario Kart. That's those are my type of games. But hey, who knows? Even some Dragon Ball.
I'm with
Hey,
it. Region Blast, Burst Limit, Tenkaichi,
there you go. Yes, sir. Yes,
Budokai.
sir. So definitely, definitely. So who knows? It's here, man. So whenever you want to do, whenever you want to come over, it's like when you're down here. You know what I mean? But like I was stating, definitely, what brought you into wrestling? What was your passion? What gave you your passion? Was there like a specific moment or that you grew up watching? There was something that pulled you in that made you like, wow, damn, I want to do this. This is who I want to be. This is what I want to do. Is like any match out there? What was that for you? What was that passion? What brought you that passion?
Of I would say The Rock. You know,
The Rock.
yeah, Dwayne Johnson himself, Black Adam, right there. um,
Yeah, Black Adam.
by the way, I definitely can't wait to see that movie though.
Yeah, I know I cannot. Neither can I.
No, just the way he was with like the crowd. Kind of reminded me of myself. I work with
Mhm.
kids, so at that time in my age, I was like maybe 17, 16, 17, 18 maybe, and I was working at summer camp, and the energy that my group brought to me, or my division of kids brought to me, um, you know, I saw a little bit of The Rock in myself. Um, so like it started there. It started there with wrestling. Doing backyard course, playing around with it, and then going to go get trained and everything like that.
So there was like me per se. I grew up watching wrestling with my dad. I mean, I'm with my dad and sometimes my grandfather, but most more my dad, and that's what my dad and I have in common. He's actually was there at the show too. He didn't know, like a bunch of my family members were there at the show, and he was like he loved you too. I mean, he recognized BD by the big teddy. He called him the big teddy bear. BD, but he was like he spoke about that the chokehold. He's like, damn, he choked him out. He choked him out. He choked him out. But I mean, he was there. I mean, he's a fanatic. He wants to continue looking, seeing you guys wrestle. But between him and me, that was those moments. I mean, I'm a little bit older than you are, so I'm way back in the day, decades, I guess. um, it's okay. We're talking about like 80s, 90s type of
Bruno
wrestling.
San Mar- Bruno San Martino and all that other stuff.
Yeah, the Ultimate Warriors,
Ultimate
the
Warrior, Macho
Andres,
Man,
yep,
Andre. Yeah.
Macho Man, yep, and I remember when they actually went once to Springfield, and it's not known as the Mass Mutual Center, but back then it was known as the Civic Center, and he took me there, and we got to see the Undertaker, we got to see the Canes, we were able to see a lot of wrestlers, and he's the one that brought me into this. But being from the island, those Puerto Rico shows too that we absolutely love, like the Carlito Colones and all that, and so I kind of grew up in that sense, being a fashion, like being a fan of it, and when my son started training, I was like, dude, I want to do this too. I want to be in the ring. I want to do something. But at that time, my doctor wasn't clearing me because of some health conditions I had. But now he cleared me, so I'm good, But I'm still. I told Coach Eric, so we have to do something. I can't get in the ring, so let's do something crazy. Let's do something where we impact the community, and that's how BCW came up above it, and that's how BCW came to live. It came to be.
Isn't
So
isn't that like isn't that crazy? Like so surreal. Like you grow up watching something that you love, and now you actually get to partake in it in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's wrestling,
mhm.
whether it's running a promotion, whether it's being a referee, anything. Like I don't know. When I started wrestling and I actually had my first show, it was like nerve wracking, and I was very green at that time. But I remember my first match in the ring was a triple threat match. Um,
Mm.
I wish I could. I wish I still had the footage so I could like see how I was then and see how I progressed. But I don't know where that footage is at. But yeah, it was a triple threat match, and I was like very, very nervous, especially wrestling in front of a bunch of people that I didn't know. I had my mom in the crowd um, for the first time ever. She's watching me wrestle, and I swear to you, I will never bring it to any one of my shows again. you know,
I know. Trust me, I know. My
yeah.
wife is like that. My son wasn't. He been to a couple of shows, and my son was just training and did his training shows. And my wife went there, and it was a total mess. So I understand.
Oh man.
My wife being Hispanic, my mother-in-law being Hispanic, they'll bust out with the flip flops and will end up throwing them into the ring. So I
Yes.
understand. So
Uh,
I understand.
my mom was on a new level. So back then, I wrestled under the name Rodney Banks,
Mhm.
and when the match started, I did my shine. I had my little shine. My mom is
Mhm.
there. She's cheering me. She's calling me by my wrestling name. She said, "Hey, go Rodney. Okay, I see you doing your thing. Yeah, that's my baby. Yeah, that's my baby right there. Look at him. That's my baby. Look at him. He's doing so good." The minute that my opponents cut me off and hit me and knocked me down, it went,
Mm.
don't hit my son. Don't hit my son. And
Um,
then I don't know if she was angry or furious. I don't know what it was, but she stopped calling me Rodney. She called me Lamar. She called me by my real name. She was like, Lamar,
mm,
if you don't get up and whoop their ass, sorry for cursing, but like,
that's
beat them
okay.
up, like I'm telling you, it's gonna be me and you when we get home. I'm like, Ma, I'm a grown man. Like, come on, man, what you doing? You know?
You're still mama's baby. Don't get
I
it
I
twisted.
am. I can't get it twisted. That my mom is my mom to the end. Despite whatever
Mhm.
differences we have or whatever disagreements we have, that's my mom, and I love her. I protect her with everything, and she protects me. But that's the reason why she can't come to my show because she's too overprotective. You know.
But no, it's something that's something you brought, not just the fact because she's your mother, but it's something that as a wrestler, as a show, we all have to provoke in somebody, which is our emotions.
Oh
Whether
yeah,
it's emotions to laugh, whether it's emotions to cry, whether emotions to try to get in the ring and pop somebody for you. It's those emotions that we bring out in those fans. That's what I always look forward to.
yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Uh, nah, I feel the exact same. Like when you bring those emotions out with those fans, it's like that's me. That's the fans telling me that I'm doing my job, or that
Mm-hmm.
us as wrestlers and promoters that we're doing our jobs. We're telling that story and making them feel and believe in what we're doing. It's an emotional aspect for like not only the audience but for the wrestlers as well. Uh, I forgot her name and I feel really bad. Just because I met her once, but there was like a fan that was sitting in the front row, and during intermission I just went out and I was just interacting with the fans. My
Mm-hmm.
chest was hurting from those chops from Ethan, but
You had to walk it off. You had
I
to
had to
walk it
walk it
off.
off. And you know uh this girl came by, she sat down, we spoke, and just from that little conversation that we had, just me introducing myself, her telling me that she likes my match, me telling her that I'm gonna win, and just talking about other things. Like, I felt like I made a very personal connection with her. After the
Mhm.
show, we took pictures together. I was tagging a lot of pictures with her after April 9th. I was tagging a lot of pictures with her, and just her saying that I made her day. That right there, that hit home with me. And that's why I do. That's for me. I can't speak for anybody else, but that's why I do what I do.
Mhm.
I love making that connection with the audience, with the fans. um but yeah, it was very emotional for me. It felt really, that was my feel good moment.
That was your feel good moment, but my personally feel good moment when y'all two was in the ring, looking at that belt and hearing the
Oh,
BC Dub and hearing the BC Dub chant. That was my moment.
BC
I don't know
Dub,
about y'all, but
yes.
that was my moment though. And like I stated before, the drone shot of that little piece of that little segment, it was crazy. I mean, and then you could hear in the back BC dub, and then y'all two rubbing the belt. I mean, we thought we were gonna have to get in the middle between y'all. It was Coach Eric, myself, and I forgot the referee's name. I'm sorry.
No. Man, that was months ago, but
Q, Q. It was Q.
Q,
Q. I'm sorry,
referee
Q.
Q.
But I
Yeah,
mean,
he
I was
had
in the
he had
ring.
just ref my match with Jordan.
Exactly. And he was still in the ring, and I saw that moment. It was like that moment was surreal to me. It was like, damn,
Yeah,
this is
it was.
BCW.
For yeah, that was definitely like one of my besides connecting with the fans, that was definitely one of my moments just standing there with Cruz. I know y'all call him BD Cruz, but he's Cruz to me.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know.
yeah, so yeah, me and Cruz, like, I don't know, we spoke about it. We traveled together. Like, Cruz is my best friend. That's my brother. I love him. We never had the opportunity to actually face each other in the ring before. But we was just speaking about it. Like, what happens if you and I win this tournament and it comes down to me and you. And I told him, I'm gonna have to, like, beat him up. I'm taking that belt. I'm gonna become the first champion.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
but yeah, when that moment happened, I know it was very intense. I know we got up in each other's face. I threw off my elbow pads and everything. Um, and me and him, we just went right to each other, and we said some words to each other. I know nobody heard it,
Mhm.
but I'll you know
We
I, I'm
well,
on
we
I'm on.
definitely heard it.
Oh, yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I think the first thing I said to him is that once again, excuse my language, but it's just like I said, yo, it's official. I'm gonna kick your ass, and he was like, oh, give me what you got. But at the end of the day, I want to walk out on top. That's what he said to me. I was just like, all right. And then it went from that conversation to us actually just talking about video games, because we was gonna, like, have like a little game night afterwards when we got back to New York. And we were
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
what games we were gonna play. Me and him are like arch enemies in, like, any type of competitive game, wrestling, Mortal
Hmm.
Kombat, Street Fighter. I'm not gonna lie, Cruz is good. Cruz is really good in these games. Like, he's very how would he say? He's very mixy in these games. So,
Hmm.
like, it's hard to get a read on him when you're playing games. So it's a nice back and forth battle. I beat him, he beats me, and everything. But, like, we bonded over several years of, like, just hanging out, having our conversations, traveling on the road together, and playing video games. Like, that's my brother. Love him to death.
Yeah, he spoke about it last week in the episode where he said it's gonna be different for him because you're his brother, but he's still gonna smash you. Exact words. I'm not trying
Oh,
to start anything. I'm not gonna start anything, but
no,
I
no,
mean,
no!
it's
It's a
something. The
it's a
most
mutual
important
thing.
part that the most important part that you said that y'all are like friends. You're his brother. You are really good friends, and so I that interested me as like this type of story: friend versus friend versus best friend.
Yeah,
It's that kind of story between y'all two, and you have had long history. You never matched, like never had a match against each other. Not
never.
even in the previous promotion when I was there all the time, and I never saw y'all. So I mean, he was kind of heelish, and you were the baby face. So I thought one of these days I will see y'all in the ring, but I'm gonna
Hmm.
see you in the ring now, but through BCW, which is
Yeah,
good. It's great, and it's the first time ever, and I don't know if you know where it's gonna be located at. It's gonna be smack down right in the middle of Springfield.
yeah. I spoke to Eric. It was very good to hear
Okay,
from him because I haven't heard from him in a while. But you know, miss speaking with him. He's a Eric is an amazing dude.
he is. I mean, he's an awesome dude too, and we've bonded over this and plus other stuff, and he's a great man to have as a as left hand man. We're both running BCW in a sense, but it's great to have him there with all that knowledge that he has. He has a lot of knowledge. I mean, and I always tell the wrestlers, I always tell wrestlers, sit down with him, talk to him, pull it out of him because he has a lot of knowledge. Even me, I sit down with him all the time. It's like, hey, this, and this, and that. I mean, it's great to
Yeah,
have him on your side, but So that's the main event. That's the main event of BCW for that championship, for that beautiful. When you saw that belt, how did you see it?
Oh man, yo, when I saw that belt, like I got goosebumps because the first thing that I thought, I was like, yo, I'm about to be the first champion, and I once I have this belt, like I'm going to represent BCW, and that's going to be a big opportunity, a big responsibility for me. Um, just let alone just being in the main event, and
Hmm.
setting the standards. Well, not really setting the standards because the first match really set the standards, but like just being the main promotion of that show for December 10th.
Hmm.
The main advertisement, like 'cause that's what it's all about. It's called what, Crown and Glory, right?
Yeah, Crown and Glory.
And you know, the first champion will be crowned. I mean, that would be me. No hard feelings to Cruz. No disrespect to him either.
So you want to be the Negro. You want to be the Negro, the standard bearer, right?
But yeah, exactly. Standard bearer, right there. Um, Look, on December 10th, one thing that I am gonna promise you is like me and Cruz, we're gonna go at it. Like we're friends, we're brothers. I love him. I know he loves me. I'll take a bullet for him, and I'm pretty sure he'll say the same thing.
He did.
Because
He
he
did.
did. All right, so yeah,
Hmm.
we'll definitely take a bullet for each other. Um, Always have his back. He always have mine. You know. But one thing that's gonna happen is that bell's gonna ring, and that friendship for those moments until one of us win the match until the match is over, that friendship will go out the window. I don't see him as a friend when that bell rings. You know, I don't.
You know.
You know, it becomes personal.
Hmm.
Because at that point in time, we're fighting for something that I want. You are fighting for something that I need. I don't even want it. I need it. I need this. All right. I need to be champion. All right. Cruz had his whole time to shine in the other promotion. He was champion for like a year. Cruz has time to shine. It's my time to shine right now. So I don't want this title. I need it. I don't need Cruz having it. I need the title for myself. I need to you know it's a professional goal for me to carry a company just like how Cruz carried that other company, and he did a great job. And that was my turn. You know, and that's the mindset I'm going in there with. This is not about, oh, I just want to be champion. I need to be champion. It helps me grow as a wrestler professionally. This is something that I need. I need this to help my career, help my confidence, help everything with me. I need this. And that's why I'm going to win. You know, it's not
You know,
because I'm
just
on the,
came.
yeah. No, yeah.
No, no. It's like something just came to my head, to my mind. Was at this moment, you know, I'm comparing it to uh, when Eddie went against Benoit
Yeah.
for the title, and then after that, you saw at the WrestleMania, I believe it was, where Eddie won, and then Chris came out, lifted his hand, and vice versa happened when Chris won. Guess who came out? Eddie. So I mean, it kind of reminds me of that right there. So what happens if he does win? Are you gonna lift his hand up, or is it gonna be vice versa? What happens? Or it's gonna be, it's like this is going for round two and round three if it has to.
If Cruz win, is that what you're
Yeah,
asking me? If Cruz win, will I will
yeah,
I will I still be his friend and raise his hand and everything?
yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, that's my
Or
brother. Look, if Cruz, look, with the way I'm feeling, if Cruz win, he has to like probably knock me out. All right, or I have to be in like some serious pain where I just can't go no more. That's the only way Cruz is gonna win. He's gonna have to bring it to me. So if I'm in any condition to stand up and be aware afterwards, of course, I will sit there. I will raise his hand. You know, and
but
I'm pretty sure it's the same vice versa. If I win when I win, Cruz is gonna do the same for me. That's my brother. I love him. And I'm not gonna let a title fight come in between us.
no, of course,
You know,
I'm not.
he might.
I was just
Yeah.
talking, you know. But
No, no, I
I
know,
know
I
you
know.
guys.
I know he's gonna be a little angry because I'm gonna hit him hard because I ain't gonna lie, Cruz is a big boy, and
Yeah,
I gotta put him down. So I can't give him those little baby hits. I gotta like really lay it in there. You know.
especially if it comes out with that lariat of his. That's something you have to be careful of.
Oh yeah, I've as I said, I know Cruz for years. I've seen that lariat turn people inside out. So my strategy, even though I know you probably know this already, but my strategy is just to avoid that. You
And put
know,
him in that sleeper.
I will definitely put him in that sleeper. I don't care how big he is. I will lift him up and choke him out. Yeah, if I put you in there, you ain't getting out of it. But yeah, it's the match is a very interesting concept. It's a match that I've never done before. The fact that
Mhm.
it's no disqualification match, but at the same
Yep.
time, I can't use weapons. I can't pick up a chair and smack him on the head or in the back or whatever. Um, there's no count out. Is there no rope break too?
Yeah, no rope break.
There's no rope break. So yeah, that's even better
Yeah.
for me. So if I put him in that sleeper, he can't get out of it. Then I don't have to let him go because there's no disqualification. So yeah. But yeah, so it's a different style of match, and I actually like it because there's going to be no excuses. We can literally fight. And this match is truly the better man wins. So
Who
I'm very excited
who's
for it.
gonna be the last man standing? Is it
This
you or
guy
is it?
right here,
Oh, is that guy right there?
it, this
That's
guy,
Amari's words.
is Shon
He's gonna be the last one
Amari,
standing.
the last man standing.
But
Yes.
yeah, I mean it's great. I mean, hopefully, it's like we're hitting it hard. Hopefully, we have a sellout crowd. If we're doing it hard, we're gonna end the year with a bang, with Crown and Glory, and then continue moving forward from there. And it's something that we're all waiting for. It's exciting, and as soon as we posted it online, I heard the commotion of everything that was going on. I heard it. Finally waiting for this matchup. It was crazy. I don't know if you. I know you're not a social media guy, but there was a lot
Yeah.
of comments like, "I can't wait for this match. I was waiting for this," and so it's exciting. It's an exciting time for BCW and to have you guys with us to do that final match of the year, and for that title. I mean, but we're moving forward from there, and there's other plans that we have for BCW, and it's always been an honor to have you with us, and it's gonna be an honor because like we count you as one of our BCW originals.
Oh man, thank you, man. Stop, you're making me. Don't do this. Not today, man. Not today. Um. Oh
we're gonna
yeah.
have a we're gonna call it the faction BCW originals. Just like remember back in the day they had that gimmick of the originals versus the
The newbies.
yeah, but no, I mean it's great and it's always gonna be an honor to have you have you with us and especially counting us as your number one promotion and we count you as one of our number ones too and it's gonna be a great showing. I wanna see that have no roof afterwards.
Oh, definitely, definitely. We definitely gonna tear the roof off the place, you know, and like I don't know. I can't wait. I can't wait. Right now I am preparing. I'm keeping I'm definitely trying very hard to keep my schedule of like doing the gym 3 days out of the week because to wrestle Cruz I'm definitely gonna do a lot of movement. So I need to keep that stamina up. You know. I got to have my body in a nice shape because, as I said, Cruz he's no pushover. I'm pretty sure when and if he catches me, that's it. He's
He's
definitely
a big
gonna
he's a big guy, but he's a very agile guy too. So yeah,
very very agile. You know, like one of the first big dudes I've seen like go to the top rope and literally do a flawless backflip.
yeah, yeah. We
Yeah.
spoke about that too. But switching a little bit, what is your Mount Rushmore? What are your top five? What is your top five of wrestlers, no matter what era? What is your Mount Rushmore?
Oh. All right, so I got into wrestling pretty late.
Mm,
When I started watching wrestling, I watched it with my best friend. My best friend put me onto it. It was just like one night I was just, spending the night over at his house, and he was just like, "Yo, we was hanging out, we was playing video games, and then he just stopped. It was like 8 o'clock. He said, "Yep, video games off. I'm about to watch this program." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then he turned on wrestling, and that's how that was like my first time watching wrestling. I was like, "Yo, this is cool," you know.
Hmm.
Um, Definitely Attitude Era type stuff. Um,
Oh, okay.
and then from there, I just took it upon myself just to look back and everything like that. But I would say, like, for me, the Mount Rushmores would be five. So I will have to go with Shawn Michaels,
Hmm.
uh, The Undertaker, Triple H, The Rock, and Stone Cold.
Okay, okay. Attitude
I mean,
era. That's definitely attitude era
yeah,
right there.
that's just Attitude Era for me. But I know you got the Hulk Hogan's, the Soul Man Rocky Johnson, the Andre the
Hmm.
Giants, and everything, the Yokozuna. But like, if like, just from the time that, just like, for all the wrestlers that just got me in, that I felt like were the the leaders, the everything that WWE was about, I would just say it was them for me.
Yeah, of course. Who would be your dream match if you had the chance to go against anybody? Who would it be?
Anyone?
Anybody from any company, anywhere. Who would it be?
Hmm. My dream match from any company, anywhere. Uh, my dream match would definitely have to be against Chris Jericho. Now, yeah, Chris Jericho. I have a couple of dream matches, but if I did, like, yeah, Chris Jericho, I would pick.
Chris Jericho.
Yeah,
Well, let's see. We one of these days your dream match would be able to be, and I would love to be. I would love to see that match. You against Jericho.
thank you, man. I want to make it happen. That's actually one of my goals. Um, my main dream match, though, that I would really love. The only reason I didn't mention it, because I just feel like right now it's just not possible. Well, anything is possible, but just as it stands right now. But it would
Mhm.
definitely be against the Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that would have been a great match.
Yeah, and yeah, that's like one of my matches that I would love to have, and
That's
probably Randy Orton as well.
yeah, yeah. No, me would have been Savage.
Savage.
Hmm. I
Oh
don't know why, but
yeah.
I don't know. I think it was just that. I think it was that I've always loved. I've always liked Randy Savage, Macho Man. But when Jay Lethal started playing him as a Black Machismo, that made me
Oh
even more.
yes.
That made me more like Randy even more for some odd reason. I don't ask me why Savage. Yeah, I just started like me like having me like more. But Jay Lethal is he's a cool cat though. I mean, when he especially when he does his expressions, so he did the Ric Flair, the woo
Oh, that was
out,
a
oh wow,
classic. That was
yeah,
a
the woo out,
classic.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a
But
classic right
no,
there. When Ric Flair was like, I could kiss any girl in this ring, including that fat one right there, and make them
yeah,
cry. And they had the whole standoff. It was
yep, the woo
crazy.
off, yeah,
Yeah.
and another one I've always mentioned it every time I say this person. I always start off with I know that when I talk about this person, it's going to be very controversial because we all know what he did outside of the ring. And outside of the ring, we know he did very nasty things, very uncalled for things. But in the ring, he was the man.
Of course.
You probably know what I'm talking about. But I'll mention it anyways. I'm talking about Benoit.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, Benoit definitely is the man. That whole personal stuff outside the ring, I don't know. That could all just be speculation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody never knows.
Nobody never knows. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, it's just good to remember Benoit as we knew him, and not what was said on the news or the rumors that went around because none of that stuff was like really proven. To be honest with
Yeah,
you,
no, I remember him as I remember when I first met. Well, not first met. When I first saw him, he was part of the Five Horsemen. So that's how long ago it was.
oh yeah,
Not the original five, but he
oh
was
no,
part of the original Four
the
Horsemen.
um the WCW one, right?
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
Radicals when the Attitude Era, he went in as the part of the
Attitude
Radicals.
with Perry
The,
with Saturn and
yeah,
Malenko.
the
Yeah,
Radicals. Yeah, I remember that too. But after that, it was always when I've always been fond of him, even before, like as a Pegasus kid back in Japan. So I've known about him, and so I've always looked up to him in a sense, and in the ring, because in the ring that's what's his nickname, the Crippler Crossface. He was the Crippler for a reason.
oh, I love that. I love that move. That the crippler crossface move. Oh my
Yeah,
god! I remember
when he
they
did
had,
it,
yeah, when he
when
did,
he
only
does
when he
it,
did it. Yeah, he just snaps your arm and it's real quick. He got you in that move real quick. I remember him having like a whole story with Orlando Jordan, where the first time he faced Orlando Jordan, he beat him in like maybe a minute or so, and then they went at it again because Jordan was just like, "Oh no, I'm upset. You can't do this or whatever. I'm gonna knock you out." And then he threw the second match they had, he went against Jordan. Jordan threw the punch, threw him in a crippler crossface, beat him in like 30 seconds, and then so on. And then Benoit just made that a goal for himself. Like every time I face you, I'm gonna try to beat you faster than I beat you before. And it just kept happening.
storyline,
It was definitely a storyline and
storylines.
it was beautiful.
And that's what I love about the wrestling with the storylines. About the storylines, and it's always great, and it's something that we should all bring back, especially to these days. I love the high spots, I love the flips, I love all that, but it's always about that good story in the ring. No matter there could be no high spots. If it's a good story, I don't care.
Right.
You know what I mean? If it's like it could be all in the ring, but if it's a great match and it's a good story, it's all part of that. And I think that we should bring it back. And the high spots are good. The flips, they're all great. I mean, they bring that wow moment. But when you have the fans in the set of, like in the corner of their seat, and you've done nothing special really, just back and forth in the ring, you've done nothing special. I mean, no flips. It's just been all out brawl, and you have in the corner, like in the seat, waiting for what's next. That's what I mean.
Yeah. And that's definitely another reason why I love BCW because that's what you guys are doing. That's what you guys are creating. You're creating those storylines to get the audience into it. I feel like storylines definitely help grow wrestlers professionally and it helps better their craft. You know, um, it like whatever storyline you win, like whatever storyline you're playing, whatever role you're playing in your storyline, you get to craft it and make it your own. So that's one thing that I do like with BCW that you guys are doing. You guys are telling a story where some other promotions just want to put you in random matches, and really not have your character go anywhere. That's not really helping you out. And at the end of the day, I feel like if you are running a company with no storylines, then you're not really helping yourself out as that as well.
Yeah, no, I think the same way. I honestly think the same way. But where can people find you? I know you say you're not really a social media guy, but if they want to look at your stuff, where can they find you at? What can they do? How can they search you up?
Oh, so yeah, I'm definitely starting a YouTube channel, posting all my matches on YouTube. My YouTube is Shon Amari. Yeah, just Shon Amari. You type in Shon Amari and my YouTube page will come up. You can search me through my email, which is shonamari90@gmail.com. You can find me on Instagram, where I mostly post all my stuff. But Instagram, my Instagram is Shon underscore Amari underscore. And same thing with Twitter. And my Facebook is Shon Amari as well.
There you go, folks. That's where you can find them at. I mean, it's great to thank you for coming on. It's great having you. So everybody, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, everybody, December 9th, Shon Amari versus BD Cruz is in Blow Off the Roof. It's great having you on here, and we'll hope to see you soon again, not before December 9th, but certainly on December 9th. Any last words?
Nah, this is a great vibe. Like as I said, I wanted to just thank you for having me on. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. This is my first time actually like being on a podcast, live stream, anything like just kicking it live. Period. It's like really one of my first times. So but it's definitely a good vibe. I would definitely love to do this again. So if you
Of course.
definitely want to meet up again before the show or whatever, just let me know. I'm available.
Not
And
a problem. We'll be hitting you up before the show, man.
Yeah, and thank you to everyone that watched live with us or is going to be watching this soon. Like I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for the love and the support, and I'll see you guys in December.
He said it. See you guys in December. It's at the city stage in Springfield. That's where you're gonna see BD Cruz versus Shon Amari and the rest of the crew of BCW. The promotion, it's like it's our logo says, we are BCW. Eat, sleep, wrestle. Kicking it live with the guy. And thank you, Shon Amari, and see you soon, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night and see you soon. Next week, it is. We have another show, and I hope to see you then. See you, everybody. Kicking